It just came about one day where he was like, "Hey man, you sell vintage, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "There's a house next door to where I live, and it's been abandoned since I was a little kid." And I was like, "Well, he's close to now, a little younger than me, but close to how old I am." I was like, "Dude, that has to be 80s, 90s."
This is where the Corona started.
I'm like, I'm gonna need some help, man, for sure. There's no way I'm gonna. I would have got discouraged just, being in there by myself. He was telling me that it was really messy. It was stuff everywhere. You're walking on clothes, but I'm thinking, okay, maybe like, 4 or 5 shirts you step on, you can see the ground, but it was way more than what I expected.
I figured, okay, there might be some clothes in some drawers or closets or whatever, but it was packed full of clothes. I think, Jesus, you came out and you were like, this is way better and way worse than I expected. I was like, what do you mean? And then I walked in there and I was like, oh yeah, I get it. It's not like going to the thrift, wearing long sleeves and pants and gloves and masks in the Texas heat in a house with no AC, no lighting.
Tons of rat poop everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Even the little squeaks.
Oh yeah. We had little friends too. Definitely a bunch of scary moments. Like when I saw that little plush animal, I thought it was a dead possum or something.
Yeah, dude.
I got scared, bro.
As we were all just, digging and pulling, it's like, I would pull one nut and Michael would pull one nut, and then you would be like, "Hey, check this one out." And we're like, "Oh shit." Maybe around less than half of everything that we were picking up. If it wasn't like a super, super fire piece, it was something that was sellable.
There was probably a better percentage than like, going to the thrift. But at the same time, I mean, we had to, you had to dig through a lot of stuff to get to the gems. Yeah. I mean, because there wasn't just clothes in there.
Oh, dude, don't forget to pill. See what you win. What did I win? What did I win? What did I win?
Subway owes me a free sandwich.
From the 90s?
From the 90s.
It was like a little time capsule, dude. It's like
it sure was.
It was like a manual for North
like
Korea
war tactics or something
like that, dude. It was so weird. What was y'all's favorite piece?
It's in between the Nike, actually 2 Nike red tags.
What?
I forgot about that other one, dude.
Yeah, that one's actually it's a Nike Aqua Gear. And it has Maui. I think it's Maui on the back, and then the other one is that long sleeve with the seller flags.
I feel like back in the 90s, you had Nautica and Tommy Hilfiger and Polo. They all kind of had like this sailing line, but Nike wasn't really known for that. But I guess at some point they wanted to kind of get in on the hype of like the sailing gear stuff. Mine was probably that 3D emblem. Such a crazy thing to see, like in the wild.
And you pulled that one.
Yeah.
What did you think it was before when you somewhat
Dude, honestly,
pulled it or put your eye on it?
I mean, it's like a girl's tank. So, I mean, it's super tiny and like has lace on it. So, I mean, I thought it was like underwear or something. There's no back sprint. So, like, I just thought, it's just like an old tank. And then I kind of like flipped it over and saw the colors and I was like, oh man, that's crazy. And then the Coca-Cola rugby, I was pretty stoked on that.
Yeah,
because like I've been looking for one of those for so long.
Y'all are mentioning all this stuff that I had already forgot like most of it. Like that's how much stuff we actually went through and found. I'll tell you, mine was the old Soviet T-shirt.
The freaking Soviet Union Russian tee.
What the frig,
dude? This could be money. I mean,
with the pandemic and with everything going on, we as resellers have to kind of find creative ways to find new stuff, and this was definitely no exception to that. I think there came a point in my reselling journey or whatever where I was like, I had to kind of think outside the thrift, like what are some other ways that I can source stuff? You can't really limit yourself to thinking one way. I didn't really have any expectations for this. I was just thinking, yeah, there might be a couple things, not going to like get my hopes up or anything, but it turned out being crazy. So sometimes you just got to follow every lead and just just keep an open mind.
It's kind of an example of why every reseller I feel like should try to influence vintage. Just showing it off, letting the world know what vintage is. And that's
It
how
does
came
help out
about.
just people knowing that you sell vintage, and people always want to help no matter what, dude. And that's what your homie did. He helped you out, and then you helped us out.
But for sure, get permission. I mean, it makes the digging even safer and fun. You don't have to worry about somebody kicking you out, you know. But then again, you know, some people be risking it, you know.
It was awesome experience for sure. We need to do it again, and we need to find more houses.
Yeah.